Now, I'm sure you haven't forgotten that on Sunday the clocks go back, heralding months of gloomy afternoons, drawn-out evenings and, as some evidence suggests, mood swings. So why doesn't the capital fall in line with Paris, Frankfurt and other major cities? Well, a report from the London Assembly says if it did, tourism could be boosted by over £700 million. Well, I'm joined now by Rebecca Harris, who's leading the campaign for change in Parliament. Just remind us, what would be the benefits of doing this?
Well, the potential benefits are enormous. As you've mentioned, tourism. I mean, for the whole of Britain, it could be worth about £4 billion. And London, obviously, is very, very dependent on tourism. This is where most tourists come to London. So it could be fantastic for London for creating jobs. And we need anything at the moment that will create jobs. But it's also got savings on the roads, about 80 people every year, we reckon, are killed on our roads because the evening rush hour is much more dangerous than the morning rush hour, and to have more light in the afternoons makes the roads much safer, which is why all the road safety organisations are really pushing for this, as well as the tourism industry. But there are also fantastic opportunities for improving our quality of life and well-being. About 315 sporting organisations are now backing my bill because they can see that if you move an extra hour of daylight to the end of the day, rather than wasting, as we do, a lot of daylight in the morning when we're asleep quite often, you could have so many more opportunities for outdoor recreation, for sport. You know, who knows, it might even improve our national team. So there are lots of benefits, and it could also cut crime and fear of crime in the capital, and that would be very good for commuters going back home from work, and why a lot of older people would really like to have an extra hour of daylight then, because they feel, you know, a little bit...
I expect a lot of people will be looking forward to that extra hour of sleep in the morning, though. And we have been here so many times, haven't we? We've been trying to change the clock times 8 times in Parliament. How confident are you of this going through?
Well, I'm not counting my chickens, but it is extraordinary how many organisations are coming on board now, and also the general public. And the public mood is shifting. They also can see the benefits of things like cutting our electricity bills and cutting our carbon emissions. I mean, these are all things that are getting more and more important, and they need to improve the well-being and fitness of the country. They're all climbing up the political agenda. So I think the campaign's getting very good.
I'm afraid we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.